Well, kia ora everybody and welcome here to Papakura. We're at Massey Field here for today's match. Round 2 of the National Women's Premiership for 2025, and it's the Stingrays up against the Orcas. Counties Manukau up against Wellington. The Counties Manukau team coming into this game with a good win over Waikato in their first game by 32 points to 4, and the Wellington Orcas beaten last week by Auckland Vulcans 26 points to 16. We're down 22-4 at half-time, so actually outscored the Vulcans in the second half, but that margin, I don't even point margin, too big to be overhauled for the Orcas team. So should be a good clash this one, but Counties Manukau certainly the heavy favourites heading into this clash. Glenn Lama here with the call today with Anthony Gelling, and well, a few changes with the County Manukau team today, but still a powerful all-round squad as we have a look at their lineup for this game. Here's a look at their team now, and still plenty of firepower there. Liunga, Moon, exciting players. Tupai there again. Masters getting a chance in the 6th jersey today. Pakai back at half-back again today. And the powerful forward pack led by Savaiti and Homaha, two very good front-running props. Loto, good support. Got a good dummy half there. And they've got the NRLW experience there of Taylor Osborne, number 11 there, who's the captain today. And it's a good, well-balanced team, isn't it?
Yeah, exciting team, mate. First crack to first chance to have a look at the women's competition. Of course, Crystal Rota calling the game last week. She's the coach, so she's down on the sideline today. But love that Counties team.
Yeah, let's have a listen to Crystal and what she has to say right now.
Well, Crystal, any injury concerns after last week's match?
No injury concerns, thank goodness, but we do have a couple of players this week just for personal reasons have events on we knew about that before the season, but I'm very grateful that we don't have any injuries at this point.
Comprehensive win last week. Any areas that you've tried to improve on though this week?
I think it's more just about the building with the connections, the combinations. We have a squad of 25, so just trying to figure out who fits best in what position, and that's what we're doing this week, is trying different combinations to see who suits best in each position.
Wellington pushed the Vulcans in round 1. Where do you feel you can get on top of them?
Well, I think they have a strong forward pack. I know they do have a really strong forward pack. They've also got some really quick edges. They did expose a bit of their talent on their left edge, so that's some point of area that we need to be careful of. But I think we're more focused on ourselves and sort of what we can do going into today's game, and that's been our focus more than anything.
Lovely day, good for a good match.
Yeah, it's beautiful weather here, a little bit windy, but it'll be nice conditions for the ladies to play in.
All the best.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, Crystal Rota there, the coach of the Counties Manukau team. No Amber Carney today, Tiana Thompson. Angelina Hunt actually not playing today, which is a bit of a blow for Counties Manukau. Now here is the Wellington Orcas team, and not too many changes from the team that lost to Auckland last week. Waitui Cooper is back at fullback. Actually the back five is the same as played in that game. Maya Rickard, who was 18th player last week, comes into the standoff or 5/8 position. The Liafi sisters are playing there, including the very promising Tirakura Liafi wearing 20. She is still at high school at St Mary's College. And of course, number 17 kept your eye on Kat Whittakohu, a former Kiwi Ferns and New Zealand Māori Fern of a former Newcastle Knights NRLW player. Let's hear from their coach.
Well, talk about windy Wellington. It's a bit blustery today. How do you think that's going to affect the game?
Yeah, it'll be interesting, mate. I think we're probably used to the wind, so maybe we might have a bit more intel, but yeah, let's see how it goes.
How's the squad pulled up after you had a real battle last week against the Vulcans?
Yeah, look, a tough first half, but I think that second half we probably showed what we're capable of, so I think if we can pick up where we left off there and probably going to need to take it another step higher today, but if we can do that, I think we'll be able to put out a good performance.
As you say, you had a very, very good second half. Is today all about just putting in a full 70-minute performance?
Yeah, definitely. I think if we can put that together, so 2 good 35-minute halves, complete our sets, build a little bit of pressure, and play probably a bit more to our potential, I think we'll be able to come out nice and strong and just see how we go.
All the best for a good game.
Excellent. Thanks, mate.
And Dan McEwen being a real stalwart of the Wellington Rugby League scene for many seasons now. To see him coaching the Orcas this season. Strange not to see Aki Pereira back coaching this team again this year. First time in several seasons where she's not been at the helm. So this Counties Manukau team, yeah, just a bit down on firepower today with Angelina Hunt and her sister Oceania, and also Amber Carney not playing today.
Yeah, some key names there you've mentioned missing, but you know, like Coach Rota said, it's a squad of 25, so here's an opportunity to test out the combinations, as she said, and it's certainly a big test.
As I said, Counties Manukau in good form last week. It'll be interesting to see how they go without Hunt, who scored 2 tries in the game last week. Well, that's a strong breeze coming from the west today. Of course, we're into spring now, and where traditionally it is a little unstable, the weather in Auckland.
Yeah, it's all over the place. Bit of pink in the foliage, so yeah, you can tell it is springtime. But look at that rain. Have we come back to the same ground?
Indeed. As we get the game underway, Counties Manukau against Wellington. And here's Whittakohu with the first carry. Awesome to see her playing for Wellington again, having moved down to the capital city. Of course, she's a former Counties Manukau player. So really looking forward to seeing what impact she can make in this game for the Orcas. So Wellington working it away from the kick-off. It's Counties going to be playing into the breeze in this first half. Wellington with that wind as we see Rickard switch the ball here for the Orcas. Are going to play a bit of football too. Nice little dab into the line there from Tyra Leota. Leota, a player who's in the Wellington team last year as well. That was Cooper. And there's the kick from Rickard. Not a bad set there for the Orcas to start their game.
No, I'm impressed with that. You know, this rain's coming very late just before kickoff, so I don't even think they've warmed up with it.
Yeah, it's going to be a little challenging.
It sure will be, but traditionally Orcas go good in the wet. So do Stingrays, so...
They do indeed. Let's see what they can do. The Wellington Orcas here, can they lure an era out of the Counties Manukau team as we see Leonga take that carry? And there is the loose carry that the Orcas were looking for. The young winger dropping the ball there. Tiarianne Leonga, one of the most promising outside backs. She's come through the county system. We've seen her in several youth tournaments over the last several years. Now making her way into not only senior football this year, but she made the Steel Shanks Team of the Year. That's the Auckland Women's Club Team of the Year, now straight into the counties lineup.
Yeah, she's a promising talent. It's been great to watch her progressing over these last few years. She's here on the big stage now.
And let's see what the Orcas can do now as Maxwell Puyahu Tauta takes that carry. Efaraima Liafi waits a dummy half, unfortunately spilled there by Wellington. Counties off the hook a little bit with that play.
Yeah, this could be the biggest challenge for both these teams playing in these conditions. First team to get their head around it. Even if you've got to just slow the ball down a little bit. Possession is going to be key.
Here's the carry from Rairi over the halfway line. Loto. Back on the inside comes Taylor Osborne, the former Tigers NRLW player who lives in Auckland now. Warriors might want to have a look at her for next year as we see a good tackle coming into Manasseh, but she's got wriggled free of that attempted tackle. The Papakura fullback keeping it on the short side. Counties looking good with the ball here as they go close to scoring. Very close to scoring, in fact, as Lesoa almost went over. Was Bakaya, in fact. Good tackle coming in there from Claridge Te Iwamate. But here's the play for Counties. Liunga for the corner.
Great
and
finish.
Counties have got it. Good play from the Stingrays. And they have the first score in the first 4 minutes.
Yeah, it hasn't been pretty, the opening exchanges. But here's Counties with a little bit of territory, some possession. Great finish from the winger, Leunga. That's what she's best at. That's why they've picked her here today. You have a look at the replay. Great opportunity down the left side. Almost going over. Maybe just one offload shy of a try. Great strength there. Standing in the tackle, getting the ball out. Then Leunga. Great body position, staying low. Away from the sideline.
Yeah, the thing
Great
I've always
finish from the winger.
Yeah, the thing I've always liked about her, Ants, is she's, you know, not the biggest winger, but she has got incredible speed off the mark, as we just saw there. So here's Platinum Masters now, lining up this conversion attempt. Tough one of her, but she's a very good goal kicker. She's been the best goal kicker in Auckland Rugby League for the last couple of years, the ARL. But she's kicking into that very strong breeze. So 4 points to 0, the score will remain. There's Liunga there.
Yeah, great start from Counties. A very different looking Wellington team. I haven't seen them play for a number of months. They used to have a number 6, Marianne Collins, I think her name was. She was a force to be reckoned with. Not too sure where she is at the moment.
Well, Liunga 12 months ago was playing for the Counties 18s in the National Youth Tournament in Rotorua, or Tauranga, I think it was last year, actually. Of course, that tournament is coming up again in the next couple of weeks.
It comes around quick, doesn't it?
It does indeed. And,
PYC will be underway shortly as well.
yes, indeed, and looking forward to seeing that tournament. Of course, it's moved down to Christchurch this year, that youth tournament.
Here we go. We've been calling for the tee. Might have been a cup of tea for the ball girl there.
So Wellington restart play. Counties a bit slow to get off their line there, but no error, and they've still got possession. Dana Moon, in fact, that carry was from Jamie Homaha. Oh, a little error there from the former Tani Wharo player. Homaha picked up for that error, and Counties now hard on defence. See if we can pick up what happened here. Oh, yeah, there it is. And the refs are always very strict on that.
Yeah, so Wellington 4-0 down. They've got some similar territory to what Counties had a few sets ago, so let's see what they can come up with.
Courage the Iwamate with that carry. Here's Ricard again. Cooper's up from fullback. Good defence there by the Counties Manukau Stingrays. Cooper thumped onto her back there. Now here's the carry coming from Te Rakura Liafe, the high school front rower. Saw her play at the New Zealand Secondary Schools Champs recently. Oh, there's a drop ball, unfortunately, for Wellington. Still a little bit sloppy there, unfortunately, for the Orcas.
Yeah, a lot of errors. It means plenty of breathing time too for these middles. We're yet to really get into a grind. So while they're fresh, we could see these middles getting in, taking a carry.
Unfortunately, Wirakoru, who was there, the former Kiwi Ferns prop, who was guilty of dropping the ball there. So here's Counties Manukau. Here comes the Stingrays. They've dropped it up now, and Wellington have got a second opportunity here. So a little messy there as their co-captain, Acacia Omeri, was able to jump on the ball there. And now we've got an injury to Daisha Rairi, the back rower for Counties.
Yeah, have another look what happened here.
Oh, it's just a drop ball by Loto, Jarell Loto.
Oh, I think he maybe someone stood on her hand coming through.
Yep. Yeah, that's never going to be pleasant, is it? A bit of concern there for Daisha Rairi, the Papakura second rower. There's Katwera Kohu at the bottom of your screen here wearing 10. Off the interchange starting this week, and she's a big, powerful player. Look out if she gets going in this game.
There was some fire off the bench for Counties too, Carleen Lasoa.
Oh, yeah. Good player. Oh, and they've got the young prop there too from Mangere East. Or Desatoya, who's just 18 years old and made the Steel Shanks Team of the Year as a prop. So,
Not often you see that, do you?
Yeah.
Young front rowers.
Hugely promising player. Chatting to Crystal midweek, she's there's a lot of excitement about her potential. So let's see what Wellington can do with this play. So Liafi again, unfortunately, has lost the ball. What a shame for the Orcas. Just the hands from both teams, just proving a little bit challenging in these conditions to start the game. Speaking of talented youngsters, Tirakura Liafe. She's off to the Sydney Roosters next year to play in the Tasha Gale Cup.
Exciting times.
So Counties Manukau coming away with the ball here. Penalty goes to the home team, and that is Rairi, who we just saw getting that hand touched up. Bit of payback there. So here's Counties. Counties on the halfway line.
There's an opportunity down the short side here. They've gone away from it.
So here's Osborne. In fact, it was Osborne getting stood on her hand. Now here's the Stingrays again through Masters. Here's, oh, dropped this time by Frisha Pakaya. It's unfortunate there for the halfback.
I think we might have an error on almost every set.
Yeah.
So far.
It's been frustrating so far, hasn't it, for both teams who just haven't been able to complete yet. But the challenge continues. They're all rolling their sleeves up and getting on with it. Nawanda Tambai with that carry. Here's Ricard. Now back comes Omeri.
I think in conditions like this, you have to just really simplify and just see getting to the end of your set as the main priority.
Farama Liafi waits at dummy half. Claridge T Iwamate. It's a nice play. He's got Wellington, got some moves in them. Daniel McEwen, a very experienced coach. Liota with that play. Claridge T Iwamate again. Hands are good this time from Maxwell Puahotauta. Good tackle, spot tackle there from Dana Moon, former Harbour and Counties Farapama Cup player. And now here comes the kick from Claridge to Iwamate. Has weighted that one pretty well. It's going to be Wellington play. Wellington possession again. Good kick there from her. Perfect, in fact, is Leunga.
Yeah, tough catch there for Leunga. She's centimetres away from that being a 20-metre tap.
Basically had to catch that in an invisible little cage. Here comes Wellington again. So here's the Orcas. Look at a strike back here on this Counties Manukau team. Still here for the Orcas. No error so far. Leafe waits a tummy half. Te Rakura Leafe. This time her ball handling is secure. Sister waits a dummy half. Unfortunately, there's the error from Maya Rickard. So, yeah, both teams continue to struggle to get to the end of their sets. Wow, Wellington, a big chance here, wasn't it?
Yeah, not the greatest pass. Testing out the hamstrings, reaching for that one.
So get out of jail card there for the Counties Manukau Stingrays. See if they can get to their kick. Oh, there's a drop ball straight away.
Wow.
Little ambitious, perhaps, on the first play there.
I think if this game was at the video shop, it might be in the comedy section, Glenn. But they don't have...
Well, that's proof, because I laughed at that joke.
Well, they don't have video shops anymore. I think I'm showing my age a bit there. 90s baby.
I tell you who won't be laughing, and that's either coach.
No.
They will not be happy right now, Crystal Rorter and Dan McEwen, as the search continues for both of these teams to execute here. Let's see what Wellington can do here. This is looking better for Nawanga Tambe. Into the 10 she goes. Wharaimo Leafe. Here's Rickard again, going to have a crack at the line here.
Yeah, she thought twice about that pass at the line.
Wharaimo Leafe. Here's Te Rakura Leafe. Great defence by Counties, though. Drives her back as we see the play here from Omeri. Now Kawira Kohu. Oh, she's lost it. The pass to her might have been forward anyway.
Yeah, I think that's what the ruling might be, was the forward pass.
There's that little short ball. Well picked up by the referee.
But I like the idea. Using their personnel, they know what they're good at. Get close to the line. Hit her on the short pass for sure.
County still stuck at their end of the football field here. Jello, I mean, probably wise not to be so ambitious here. Just take a one-off hit-ups.
Yeah, she thought twice about the pass there.
And get to their kick is probably the wisest strategy. Let's see if they follow the game plan, though. Nice tackle coming in there from Tyra Leota for the Orcas. Sealing the ball off, no offload coming. Stingrays again. Struggling for a little bit of go forward in their set so far. Remember, Angelina Hunt not playing today. There's the lost ball. Oh, is the referee ruling a strip there? He is. That's maybe one of those 50-50 Looked a little unlucky for Wellington.
Yeah, it'll be easy to disguise a few strips on a day like this. Yeah, not sure how that one came out.
Well, County's got the penalty, and they've got possession near the halfway. It was a much-needed penalty for them. Stuck down there inside their own 10 and 20-metre lines for a while now. Here's the play from Masters. Waiting at dummy half is Tuiala now, the 15. The tackle from Leafe. Nice tackling from her. Now Here comes Counties powering forward as Wendy Saviete drops the ball. Now, is there a chance here for Wellington to counter-attack? Counties getting back in pretty good numbers there.
Yeah, apart from the loose balls, it's not bad shape from Counties. Looks like everything's coming off Masters at the moment. She's got plenty of experience, of course, spent some time with the Cook Islands side during the Pac Champs. She might be in there again this year.
Wellington driven backwards. Not much room there for Maxwell Puautata again. There's a little dab out of dummy half from the co-captain, Keisha Claridge Te Iwamate.
I'd almost think early kick here.
Yeah. It's a good run by the winger there, though, wasn't it?
Oh, just the way the game's going. There's so many errors in these third, fourth tackles. You might be better off just putting boots a ball, play down the other end.
Well, Ricard has sized to have a little dab. Just a little offload there, and away goes Liafe. Into the 30 she goes. Katwita Kohu at dummy half. Here's the kick from Claridge Te Iwamate. Chasing through there was Filippo. And it's been gathered by Counties, and away comes a very good return of the football here by Dana Moon, 21-year-old.
Yeah, nice work there from Leunga. It looks like they're targeting her a little bit. I know she's new. Got a result out of her already, but great work from the young winger.
Nice play by the other winger there, Bobby Walker. And here's Kaya. Playing at standoff in this game. Now here's Carly Lesoa. Oh, she's hit hard. Here's a charge into the line by Osborne. Waiting at dummy half is Lords Tuiala. Here's Pakaya. Masters. Nice ball out to Leunga. Leunga got those elusive footworks. Good support play from Moon here. That's a well-weighted kick.
Oh.
I tell you what, that was Filippo going back and saving the day there for Raw, because that was the best set of the game from Counties.
Yeah, great attack. I love that from Leunga, because we saw her when she took her first try. She burned him on the outside this time. Comes off the right foot. Links up with her support, and she almost gets herself in position to finish off that little grubber. Great work from the winger.
Good job from Sianga Filippo as well to get back there for Wellington. Just 4 points to 0 score. The try scored by Leunga. Wellington kicking with that breeze. Jamie Homaha.
Whoa, great contact.
Tua Homaha starting prop forward for Counties in this game. Tuiala, oh, Carly Lesoa. Would love to have that one again. So Wellington escape. Still having conceded just the one try in the game. Nawanga Tambe it is. Playing in the centres. She's out of Wainuiamata.
Yeah, I've been impressed with her so far. She had a great carry up the other end of the field not so long ago. Some great defence on that last set too.
Rather playing
Looks like
out
a real powerhouse.
Yeah, rather playing out of Porirua, rather, as a lot of these players are. Here she is again with her second carry of the set. Well handled there by Queenie Tupaya. Here's Wera Kohu. Ricard. Oh, a dab into the line there by Tirakura Liafe. Ricard with the kick on the last. Straight down to Counties fullback Danica Manassi.
Yeah, nice set there from Wellington. Still chasing their first win, of course. They want to break into that winner's circle, because at the moment it's Counties, Auckland, Akarana. 3 teams that won last week, with Canterbury, Wellington and Waikato still searching for their first wins.
That's a good tackle from Kat Wera Kohu. Driving that Counties player back. to the halfway line. There's the error from Tuiala. Fortunately, she is not able to handle it in these greasy conditions.
Yeah, frustration be starting to set in. 1 or 2 is excusable, but the amount we've had, it's a drop ball epidemic.
Yeah, well, hopefully we can see both teams take some medicine on that front and stop the epidemic stone cold. Let's see. I think it's important for all the players not to drop their heads, even though it's been a tough start for the game for all of the men. It's Wellington in particular, still only 4-0 down.
Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad, 23 minutes in. I think they'll look at that scoreboard and be happy with where they are. But they've had a couple cracks at the counties line. They need to be racking up, turning those opportunities into points soon.
Here's Filippo. Faramo Liafe has a little dab out of dummy half. Driven back in some very good defence, though, by counties that time, with Tuiala one of those players. And Liafe showing her promise again. Hits the line nice and strong, doesn't she? Year 13 student. Off the bench comes Tuiatua. Last play now for the Orcas. Faramo Liafe, now Ricard. Claridge Te Iwamate. It's a good kick, a little bit of confusion there, and Wellington have got a fresh set here.
Yeah, double knock on. I thought it might have come off the legs.
Yeah.
But some bit of confusion on who was taking that one between the two counties' right edge players.
Well, it was a good kick. It was well weighted. And it took the confusion there. Yeah, a little hand it was, wasn't it, off the centre there. Maxwell Puaho Tauta.
Yeah, this is golden chance now for Wellington. They've been down here a few times. 24 minutes in, they should have a feel for where these gaps are in this county's defence. I think it might be straight up the guts for them.
Well, Ricard going to bring in Nawanga Tambe, but she's well handled that time. Well looked after as we see Ricard. Out onto this right flank goes Uriamo Taike. She looks like she's got some go about her, but there's the penalty going against Counties Manukau.
Yeah, just a millisecond too long there for Taylor Osborne. Smart play. They'd rather give away a penalty than a quick play the ball in that position because there's a lot of defenders offside.
Lewin now with this carry. She going down to the line here for Wellington. Chance for them to strike right back in this game. Ricard standing nice and close to the ruck that time. Now Terakura Liafe. Ricard again. To Iwamate. Nice play to Katwina Kohu.
That's their best play. That is their best option.
Is what she does best, but she's still short of the line. Nice hands from Te Iwamate. Claridge, what a pass. That's the try line right there. Wellington going very close. Settling it down for one last play here, the Orcas. Faramo Liafe waits at dummy half. There's the kick through, and it's gathered by Counties, or has it been lost? Wellington are going to get a repeat set by the look of it.
Yeah, it looked like a knock on from Counties when they tried to pick that up. Great scramble from Counties on their defence on that right edge. That pass from right to left looked like something out of the NFL, finding the winger. Oh. Second time we've seen that.
And it won't be the last in this game either, mate.
I think third time might be the charm.
Yeah.
Because they got a repeat set now.
Well, where is Katwina Kohu? She's in the scrum at the moment. I want to settle it down here and maybe work it back to this left flank where she's standing at the moment. Wangatambe it is. And keep it out on the right for the moment. Mulikiha Amir is out there now wearing 16 for Wellington. No knock on there, it's gone backwards. Picked up nicely by Claridge to Iwamate. But the Counties' defence is sound again. 8 minutes left in this first half. Rickard. Unfortunately dropped this time by Ura Amo Taiaki.
Yeah, nice D from Counties, staying strong. I like the work of Efaraimo Liafe at the number 9 for Wellington. It's been good service out of dummy half. A little bit more deception, I think, might be needed. I think they're picking which way she's going a little bit too easy. She needs to start bringing both sides of the ruck into play.
You're spot on, though, about that defence, though, for Counties. It's been watertight so far. Now Wellington's defence is going to get tested here. It's got to be good to ensure their next set's going to be starting in a good position for them on the field. Done a good job with those first couple of tackles, and they're making that tackle was Nawanga Tambai, but the penalty has come for the Stingrays. Nice run there by Jarrell Loto.
Yeah, got a bit greedy there, Wellington, just trying to bite off too much time, slowing down that play the ball. Right idea, you don't want a fast ruck from Counties. Just got to go about it the right way, I suppose.
Well, that's a concerted period of time on the Counties' goal line there, Anson. They've come out of it not conceding any points. Crystal Rota, the coach of Counties, will be delighted. Now here's Lesoa. Great run from Carling Lesoa. Tackled by a former teammate there, Katwita Kohu. So we'll tell you about of Joseph, who's now out there. Jodeci Joseph, wearing 9 for Counties. Masters at dummy half. Lesoa used it as a decoy this time. Here's Osborne. Counties have to play some shape on that left side. Joseph again. Here's Pukaya. Counties down to their last tackle. Osborne used as a decoy by Joseph on this occasion. Loto used as another decoy. Can't quite link up though. That's a shame. So momentum looking to be regathered again by Moon here. Oh, what a bounce. That was gnarly there for Cooper. Oh, she couldn't have got a worse bounce there.
Straight on the chops. Oh. They look good at this right edge of Counties and broken play.
Well, fair play from Dana Moon here.
Is that a knock-on?
Well, yeah, that's
I think if the hands stay off of that.
Well, I initially thought she did touch with her arms or her hands, didn't she? But on that replay...
From that angle, it looked like she didn't.
No. Came off
Some nice D from Wellington out on that right edge, because they asked a few questions. There was an opportunity when Jarrell Loto had the ball, the number 13 for Counties, just for half a second. The defence is almost over-chasing. There was an opportunity for her to dummy and go through. Easy for me to say in the commentary booth, Captain Hindsight over here. But if the message can come out that that's the way Wellington are defending, there might be some opportunities.
Oh, we're trying to see where this injury occurred. And there it is there. Oh, dear. Nawanga Tambai. I think she more caught some friendly fire there from Tirakura Liafe. And after that nasty period of weather, isn't it nice to see some blue sky in the background? Although, based on that, Nawanga Tambai, blue sky will be the last thing on her mind for a little while, unfortunately. Well, let's hope she comes back, Jello, because she's been good.
Yeah, they need her. She's been really good so far. It's a big blow for Welly.
Well, it's Wellington got to roll their sleeves up here and make sure they can pick up the slack which has been created by their centre on that right side. Remember, they're defending here again because Counties Manukau got that scrum feed.
Yeah, so no one down the short side for Counties. It looks like Leonga's gone to feed the ball in.
Keep it on the open. Masters. Bakaya. Good hands from the fullback Manasseh. And now it is Walker. Oh, she smashed into touch. Good stuff by those Wellington players.
Yeah, great stop. I'm not sure what the adjustment that's been made with the number 4 going off. Whoever's at centre, they've done a great job there.
Very nice job by the Wellington defence. Now, can they create a point-scoring opportunity these last 4.5 minutes? Remember, 35-minute halves in the Women's Premiership again this season for Lipo for Wellington. Oh, solid contact there from Odessa Toya, who's on there, number 20, just 18 years of age. Tua, it is. Upper Tigers player. That's the junior club, by the way, of Nelson Asafa Solomona. As we see Katwita Kohu making a big charge upfield and making valuable metres there for the Orcas. Getting close to winning a penalty too there, you would think. To Iwamate Claridge. Bounce isn't going to favour it, unfortunately, as it just goes dead there.
Yeah, mate, just one bounce too many. But nice work from Wellington. They got to their kick. Hasn't been easy in the first half. Love to see what the completion rates are for these two teams.
Yeah, room for improvement, I think, is probably the best answer to that question, rather than give you an actual percentage number.
Yeah, well, plenty of time for improvement.
Exactly.
We creep towards the end of the first half.
Leonga over there for a little dab out of dummy half. The nippy winger. And the only try scorer, the only scorer in this game so far. Tupaia, that's a good run. Right on the halfway line, the veteran player. And here's a good charge upfield by Jarrell Lotto. Wellington got to be careful here. Counties have got momentum in this set. Joseph getting that urgency going at dummy half again. Toya with her first big carry of the game. This is a good set from Counties Manukau. Joseph again. Nice play from her. Lotto with their hands. Pakaya, good hands from her. Now Osborne. Has been dropped by Tupaia. It's just touched the grass.
Yeah, just timing a little bit off there for that Counties left edge. They had a good hit of steam.
Just couldn't quite link up, could she? Hit the mark there. Osborne on that occasion.
Well, plenty of room here on the open side. Counties taking 2 defenders down the left. So
time against Wellington here as well. Just 90 seconds left in this first half. Can they create something here? That's Liafe. Filippo has spilled that one forward.
Oh, this is dangerous.
It is. Look out for Moon here. Dangerous broken play runner. Slow play the ball as Moon milking that penalty and winning it. Penalty going against their Savannah Paniata. The Masters looking to fire up.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they'll get a full set here. 45 or so seconds left.
Righty it is with that carry. Joseph again at dummy half. Nice little short ball this time. Toya. Joseph's added something out of dummy half. He's got good rugby league IQ, as Jodeci Joseph. Lesoa. Carly Lesoa. Getting close. Wellington just grabbing it. Joseph again. Pakaya. Now here's Lotto. Back to Toya again. using their big middle forwards to good effect in this last couple of sets. Now Masters, short ball this time. Tarairi and Wellington have hung on nicely there to deny Counties Manukau.
Just beaten by the clock, Counties. He had a feeling like another try was coming, but Wellington hold on.
Well, good job by the Orcas. Just the one try in the game to the right winger for Counties. Leonga. It is 4 points to 0 here at Massey Park. Halftime highlights. Second half not too far away. Four points to 0 it is to the Counties Manukau Stingrays over Wellington. Tough first half for both teams. Really gnarly conditions to start the game with a vicious westerly wind and those showers sweeping in. You can see Crystal Rota on the left-hand side of your screen. They're really drilling into her team. Some key messages heading into the second half. And we suspect that one of them will be hold the ball, because there's been a few errors in the first half. Let's have a look at the only scoring action in this first half, and it came early in the game, Ants, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Opening exchanges. I thought it was going to come on this play right here. The big don't argue. No offload forthcoming. But then they go from left to right. The big shift.
Yeah,
great work getting the ball out to this lady who's been dangerous. He's had a few touches and come close.
Good work from Moon there. He's a very inexperienced rugby player is Dana Moon, number 4. She's only played a handful of rugby league games this year. She's come over from rugby union. former North Harbour Rugby Union player, but she's looked good in the number 4 jumper, hasn't she, for
Looks
Counties?
really good. I like what they're cooking up on that right edge. It's a little bit unpredictable. They haven't got any quality ball as such. You know, it's been very loose, but there was another play there where they force a goal line dropout off an would-be try as well. So plenty to like about that right edge, and we'll see how they go in the second half.
Yeah, so plenty of work for Counties and plenty of work for Wellington to do. They've been plucky. They've played with good attitude. Can they convert that attitude into points in the second half as they turn into the win? We'll find out shortly here at Massey Park in Papakura. Second half not too far away from starting here between Wellington and Counties Manukau. We're at Massey Park in Papakura. So just that one try in the game. Earlier today, if you missed the men's premiership match that we had here, it was a gutsy effort from the Auckland Vulcans in their first game of the season, but they weren't able to get the win with the Stingrays from Counties Manukau in that Northern Conference match, winning 17 points to 8. Never behind the Stingrays, and they went on to claim back-to-back victories after having beaten Akarana last week. Speaking of Akarana, they bounced back to beat Waikato today, 38 points to 24. In the other men's premiership match, we'll have a full-time score too from the women's Premiership match being played in Hamilton today. We'll have that for you at the end of this game. Wellington turning into the breeze now. There's Maya Ricard. Set to get the second half underway. So County's up 4-0. Thank you for staying with us for this match. There's Carlene Lesor with that first carry for County's Manukau. Tackling from Wellington's been good in this game. Counties haven't created too many opportunities in the match. Whether that remains the same in the second half, we'll see. Piniata with that tackle for the Orcas. Joseph continues a dummy half. Now Loto for Counties. Last tackle. First set in the second half. Here goes the kick from Pukaya. Really looking to put some pressure on in the corner. Nicely handled there by Amo Paiaki. But is she going to stay in the field of play here? Yes, she will.
Yeah, it does well. I think they're repaying the favour. There was a lot of pressure put in that corner from Wellington in the first half. A lot of high balls landing on the head of Leonga. Looks like the best place to kick. Looks like the way that's the wind, the way that the wind is blowing from right to left.
Well, Filippo not going far any time fast. Slow play the ball. No penalty though for Wellington. Referee is okay with that one. So a good defensive set coming in here from Counties. As they look to keep Wellington pinned inside their red zone. And there's an example of that breeze again. It's pretty tough for Wellington, although they get a good bounce as we see Manasseh start the set on Wellington's 40. To Counties in good field position.
Yeah, it wasn't a great kick there. Doing your best with the wind in your face, but, you know, credit to both these teams. They've come out in the second half and completed their first set.
Liunga tackled nicely by Wellington's Piniata. Now Walker with that carry. Counties looking keen and looking hungry in the second half here. Masters drops it back to Lesor. Again, the tackling from Wellington is good. Joseph. Masters. Line speed that time from Wellington is a little sluggish. Masters almost capitalised. Joseph. There's Pakaya's kick. Again, asking questions. There's a try. Scored by Odessa Toya. She won't get an easier try than that in her life. As Counties go to 8-0.
Yeah, congratulations turn to commiserations there for the Wellington winger. She took a high ball just moments ago to keep Counties out this time, though. What looked like perhaps an easier catch. Buzz is never easy in this one. Bouncing off the chest. Counties strike first in the second half.
Yeah, what a shame there for the winger. Amo Paiaki. It was, she did so well to catch that previous one. Odessa Toya, the 18-year-old prop, gets her first try for Counties. Well, Platinum Masters lining up this conversion team. Didn't play last week, but she's having some nice influence on the game. The 5/8. Nice handy conversion attempt here for her.
Well, the ball falling off there, telling of the wind.
Masters nails that conversion, so 10 points to nil.
Yeah, it's a better start to the second half for both these teams. And I'm sure the coaches would have been talking about drop balls at half time, but obviously no one drops the ball on purpose. How do you go about fixing that?
Exactly. In fact, sometimes it doesn't even need to be said, does it? Because a player should know automatically, right?
I used to hate that one sometimes. You drop a couple of balls in a game and then you see the physio running over with a message. You already know what the message is.
Exactly.
I used to run away from them on purpose, make them chase me.
Why does that not surprise me coming from you? See, here's Ricard. Counties going to keep this momentum high. Here is the try scorer, Toya. Here's Osborne. Joseph. This is Loto. County starting to roll forward nicely now, Ents. That's 3 good carries to start the set. Well into the Wellington half. That line speed from Wellington's going to have to be careful. Lasaw. The offload is good. Masters. Nice play. Moon. Moon for the line, and Moon is going to score the try. That's a terrific score for Counties. That's how to play rugby league.
Yeah, beautiful stuff there from Masters. You saw it on the last set. They were very step back. She ended up getting tackled with the ball. That time she decides to play through the line. Throws a dummy, goes herself, and links up with her support. Fantastic work. And a great set overall from Counties. Here it is, off the offload. Masters, pedal to the middle. A nice push. That right edge, we spoke about them at halftime.
Well, Moon's second try of the Women's Premiership. Got one against Waikato last week. 7 tries in all. Waikato, or rather County, scored last week. 3 now in this game. And just that line speed from that Wellington defence has just been a little slow in that last half of that previous set and that set there from the kickoff.
Yeah, it doesn't help. County's getting some good quick play the balls. Like the work of Jarrell Lotto up the middle. She goes to the line with support. When she decides to keep hold, it's always a quick play the ball, or at least half a win. It's a great platform to set your next play off.
Yeah, Dana Moon, an interesting player. She's only 21. She has experience playing for counties in the Farah Palmer Cup and Rugby Union back in 2021, and then popped up in the North Harbour team last year. And given Rugby League a crack in 2025. This is the thing with rugby and rugby league now. There's opportunities in both sports for players. So the conversion goes over there from, I think that was Platinum Masters. And it's 16 points to nil.
Yeah, there's another look at the try. Great work on the offload from Lasaw. And Dana Moon. Like you mentioned, the opportunities to play both rugby and league. I feel like there's a bit of cooperation between the two codes to allow time in the schedule.
Yes, indeed, there is. Just wonder how long that's going to continue for. If the NRLW in particular keeps expanding, the season's going to lengthen out.
Yeah.
And then encroach on the rugby union scene. So players are going to have to make a choice at some stage, those ones at the top level, it appears.
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, it's good that these players, if they can get to that level, have options.
It is good. It's a good problem to have.
The Counties looking to keep this momentum. Up high. Toya taking the first carry again. That's better from Wellington. Good follow-up tackle there from Sherry Burgess, who's now out there wearing 21. Experienced player. And they're making another tackle alongside Te Rakuta Liafe.
That's a very slow play the ball. Lucky not to be penalised there.
Indeed. Now Osborne. Masters, who set up that last try for Moon, this player right here. In fact, that is rather Raire on that inward running angle again. Now, here's Pakaya, former prop forward. He's moved into the halves. Got a great all-round game. It's been dropped again by Aotearoa, and here comes another score for Counties. And it is the experienced campaigner, Wati Dilai Loma Loma, who's gone over to score the try.
Yeah, he's been quiet in the game up until now. Great work from that whole Counties left edge. It was a nice kick as they get through their high fives. It was a nice kick, but credit to the chase, because this ball could have bounced anywhere. And even if it was caught, they'll be there to make a strong tackle, get their set off to a good start, but can't get any better result than that. 4 points. Dalai Loma Loma on the stat sheet with a try next to her name.
Yeah, she's been a fantastic player for many years. Moving a bit closer to the play now. Former winger, who's now in the back row. Still playing the centres though, is 20 points to 0. So Masters again showing us that good goal kicking form, which has seen her lock up the best goal kicking award in the ARL competition, the Steel Sinks Championship, for the last couple of years. 22 points to 0, and all of a sudden Counties have just rocketed clear in these first 11 minutes in the second half. And in fact, 3 tries in the first 11 minutes. All of them converted.
Yeah, I think Wellington really missed a trick in that first half. They had the wind at their backs. They had some opportunities to score. They didn't take them. Now they're seeing how hard it is playing against the wind, how hard it is to get downfield.
Ricard with that restart. Here's Osborne. The captain of this team today. What a pickup she's been as well for Counties. And he moved over to New Zealand with her partner. Both of them involved in rugby league. It is another penalty coming here for Counties. Masters using that breeze behind her to carve off more distance. Got a shout out to Bobby Walker here on this edge. She's got her hands on the ball here. She's from Pukekohe, the only player from Pukekohe in the Counties lineup. And don't mess with her as well. She's a lawyer. Well, the evidence was compelling there. There was no doubt about that one. There was a drop ball. So here's Ricard. Well, good to see Nawanga Timbai out there again.
Yeah, back in the action. Went off in the first half with about 10 minutes to play. Their side's definitely missed it.
Well, rare opportunity here for Wellington with the ball. Uramo Taiaki's had an interesting game, but she looks a useful ball runner, doesn't she? Hard body to contain. Sikupa hammered backwards in a minute of fullback. Burgess. Nice play to here, Mate Claridge, and now here's the angled run coming in from Tyra Leota. Wellington looking good on the set so far. Now next player up is Tuiatua, down to the 20-metre line. New hooker out there, Piniata, gives it to Ricard.
Nice kick.
Wants to plan B, and good weighted kick there on Walker, who's been trapped in the in goal, and that's an excellent set from the Orcas.
Yeah, nice clean up there from Bobby Walker, the lawyer. Hope they're not paying her by the minute. This could be expensive.
Well, she earned her dollars there. Well, some of them, depending on her hourly rate.
Nice chase.
Yeah.
Nice work over the top. Here's a chance for Wellington to get on the scoreboard.
There's Pakaya's line dropout. It's a beauty too. Look at it. All the way back into the Wellington half. Can't muck around here. Ramo Taiyaki. Good chase from Counties too. Toya in the thick of that chase. It's Cooper going to have a little dab out of dummy half. The fullback again, Waitui Cooper. That's good. Sucked in Lesor there. Or was it Pakaya? It was Pakaya. Wellington continue this attack. That's Burgess again. Good to see you out there still playing rugby league, Sherry Burgess.
Yes, looks like the danger edge from Wellington shifting from right to left.
Former New Zealand Māori representative. Here is Tuiatua. Looking for that offload. She's got it. Here's the Orcas. Looking to get Filippo into the game. Nice scrambling D there, though, by Counties. Still here for Wellington. Claridge Te Iwamate. Can't quite get the kick there for Manasseh, who tidies up for Counties.
Yeah, nice clean up from Manasseh. I thought Wellington might have gone back to that left corner. Looked like they were all offside. A strong defence from Counties. Back-to-back sets, they've got the ball back in their hands.
You see Liunga again there. She's just got a touch of something about her, hasn't she? Whenever she gets her hands on the ball there, the winger.
Yeah, well, it's good to see her looking for work. She's come all the way from the far side there. I'm sure the Tide middles will appreciate that.
Good run there. Excellent run. Good hard charging run there by the number 8 there, Wendy Savaiti, as Counties hit the halfway line here through the next carry. Joseph. Frisia Pakaya. Just overcooked that. You could see what they were trying to do there with Walker, the target of that one.
Yeah, right idea. Plenty of space there. She got a good bounce. She could have been away.
Wellington had a good second half last week against the Auckland Vulcans. They were trailing 22-4 at half time. Lost 26-16. So far, just battling a little bit in the second half, though. 7 days later. Savannah Piniata waits at dummy half here for the Orcas. Nice tackle coming in from Moon again. She's having a strong game in the 4-4 Counties. Burgess with that run.
Yeah, Wellington looking good over the last 5 minutes. Some good direction on their attack. Seem to be favouring this left edge, but we'll see what they got over on the other side.
Omeri almost through. The co-captain of this team. Started a prop last week, back at loose forward today. Here's Rickard. It might have been touched by that Counties player, but in the end, Manasseh is there to tidy up. And look out if she gets her pace up. Good open game at the moment. Referee doing a good job of allowing all of the players to sort this one out. Moon waits at dummy half. Liunga.
Yeah, into a bit of a grind now, a bit of an arm wrestle.
Good tackling again by Omeri. No opportunity for the Counties ball. That pass looked a little forward, but play on is the call. Masters with plenty of time for that kick. Oh, it's gone backwards. No, it's been lost forward by Wellington. Unfortunately, it was Filippo this time dropping the ball. So these kicks have to be too easy for these wingers, but they're tough, they take them.
Yeah, we look at the wind blowing the ball around. I think they're 0-3, the two wingers here in the second half. But nice kick from Masters.
Yeah, kicking game's been good from Masters and Pakaya, hasn't it? I've been asking plenty of questions and getting plenty of answers in their favour too, as Liunga is going to feed the scrum here. County's looking for another try here. Platinum Masters. Nice play. This is Manasseh. Manasseh with the try line right there. Oh, she got it down. Fantastic finish from Danica Manasseh. And it's another 4-pointer for Counties.
Yeah, she's always going to take some stopping one-on-one, and I think that's what she was looking for. She took that pass and just waited for things, waited for the space to open up. She saw that one-on-one, the bumpers come up, the big fend. Great finish from the fullback. There it is, left foot. Great reach.
Yeah, the put down was arguably the most impressive part of this try. I mean, that is not easy there, is it?
Nice. Not even Casey Badger could take that one away.
I don't know
Or
about
could
that.
she? Maybe she could. Never say never.
26-0. But nice finish anyway from Manasseh.
Yeah, County's really clicking now.
Yeah, one of the fresher faces in the Papakura club team, of course, which has been quickly established itself as the best team in Auckland Club Rugby League. Manasseh, a former Richmond player. And there's Masters goal kicking again. To the 4. That's 4 converted tries in the second half to Counties as they stretch that lead out to 28 points to 0.
Yeah, well, that's the best we've seen today. 4 from 4.
Yeah, she's only missed the one in the first half, Liunga. And that was from the sideline, kicking into the teeth of that
That's right.
very strong Westerl. That's the only one she's missed. So, fantastic goal-kicking performance from Platinum Masters. And you got to hand it to County's execution in the second half. Jello, it's been really good, hasn't it?
Yeah, for sure. It's great kicking game, great kick chase. That's been the key to some of this possession that they've had. And it's something they haven't gone away from. Sign of a good team, sign of good leadership.
So County's looking to apply another blowtorch. Won't be any let up as Jamie Homaha takes that first carry. Joseph waits a dummy half again. She's been excellent since coming into the game. Really has lifted the County's attack. She's again at dummy half. Nice distribution as we see the next big charge into the line. Good carry from Counties again. I think that was number 19 that time, wasn't it? That was Pakaya going back to her old-fashioned days as a loose forward, or as a front row forward. Now here's Cooper. Good set by Counties. Good chase too.
Yeah, great work from the red and whites. I've been really impressed with their bench that's come on. Toya, Lesoa. They've made such an impact since coming on the field. You know, a squad of 25. Some real quality in this.
Well, and also thrown to the
Counties
fact that,
depth.
yeah, Amber Carney and Angelina Hunt, 2 international players not playing today. Amber Carney sick today, unfortunately, and Angelina Hunt not available. Tiana Thompson also not playing. She played at 5'8" last week against the Waikato. She's a very good player as well. So there's some real depth in this county's team this year.
You might know more than me on this, Glenn. How many of these this Orcas teams come through St. Mary's?
Yeah, most of them would have, I would suspect. Here's a good play. Oh, just can't quite link up with Cooper. Yeah, I can't answer that question, but with St. Mary's being the preeminent rugby league school in Wellington, there'll be a few there. Of course, a couple have drifted off to Australia as well. The Tawanio sisters come out of that school as well. We've seen them move into NRLW, the Dragons, and both of them are very good players.
Inside the final 10 minutes now. Counties have been ruthless in the second half.
Yeah, they've been fantastic for sure. Saviete with that carry. The Counties look to march forward again now. Kaya, you can see why Crystal Rota's moved her into the 5'8" position. Big body, former middle forward, but lovely hands, and she can kick as well. Fantastic all-round player. Masters out to Manasseh. Can't quite link up with Liunga. But no knock on as Tiarian Liunga. There's Counties another opportunity in the middle of the field here. It's Pakaya. Kick through from Tuiala this time, and it's been knocked forward there by Cooper. Very tricky for her to take.
Yeah, valiant effort. I think she's better off knocking the ball on there than letting that bounce, because Counties were coming through.
Great little kick from Tuiala. Right at the end there, would have taken the knees off a grasshopper, that one. And a really nasty little bounce there on for Cooper. So Walker to feed the scrum here. Tuiala, who put in that kick. Good hands here from Masters. Here's Moon going for a double. And succeeding, Dana Moon. Counties, they are flexing their muscles in this second half. 32 points to nil.
Yeah, particularly this right edge. Dana Moon, second try of the day. Plenty of support coming through there as well. This is one of those games she just gets to spend some time in the saddle, get her rugby league experience up. She's playing off some real quality. Platinum Masters has been on today, putting that one on a platter. Fantastic finish.
Platinum putting it on a platter. Love it. No, but she did, didn't she? Good pass there. Good finish by Dana Moon. 2 tries for her. That's 3 tries in 2 games for the Counties Manukau Stingrays. 2 comfortable wins coming up for them to start the Premiership this year. They're going to be hard to stop. So Masters now 4 from 5 in the game. %80 kicking record. And that's just nudged up a little bit higher now with that one.
Can kick.
They're a tough all-round team, aren't they, this Counties? They've got all bases covered. They've got big, powerful middle forwards. They've got a good dummy half. They've got a couple of good halves. Yeah, they've got a very good goal kicker. 34 points to nil.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to their match against Akarana.
Yeah, of course, Charlotte Scanlon coaching that team again this year. Former Black Ferns and Kiwi Ferns double international. Yeah, it's going to be a heck of a battle, that one. So 5 minutes to play. The Wendy Savietti comes back again.
Yeah, inside the final 5 minutes.
Yeah, tough game for Wellington, isn't it? I don't think they've played overly badly for large parts of this game, Hans, but just got nothing to show for it. Loose carry there. Error at the play of the ball, so it's going to be a Wellington scrum feed. Bukaya.
Been quite rare, the errors in the second half compared to the first half. Not sure what the remedy was for that.
Stern talking to by the coaches.
That'll do.
Yeah.
Of course, the rain might also be a factor with that one, but we'll give the credit to the coaches.
It was a tough start for both teams, wasn't it? Kick-off time as Burgess goes off the back there. Ora Amo Taiaki it is. Wellington desperately rather trying to find some go forward again as Omeri plays the ball. Here's Burgess taking the next carry. It's Wirakohu passing the ball this time. Clarice the Iwamate. Can Wellington get something out of this game?
Yeah, smart decision to hold there from the halfback.
Here's a big charge at the line coming up from Lewin. Ricard kicking for a couple of chases. Might have overcooked that one. She has. Nicely let go there by Walker.
From our commentary position, you can see that the space is back on the inside. Massive gaps. The middle's not chasing across. But the half's just looking to play out wide. Need to get their eyes up a little bit.
So we're going to get a slight pause and play here with just under 4 to play. There's an injury to one of the players. Masters looks like might have twisted her knee there or something, Ants. What do you reckon?
Yeah, look nasty.
Well, that'll be a blow for Counties.
Doesn't look like anything too serious, but sometimes those are the worst ones, aren't they?
Yeah, well, yeah. Well, of course, I think of Luke Metcalf's ACL earlier this year.
Yeah, looked like
that looked
nothing.
very innocuous. Same with Barnett's, actually. Not much happening in that one either.
Yeah, well, you hope for rugby league's sake, Wellington can get something on the board. It'll be very discouraging. It's a long trip back.
Yeah.
With nothing to show for it.
Well, Platinum Masters had a fine game in the 6 jumper, and of course she's in a bit of a battle at the moment with Tiana Thompson, who didn't play in this game but played very well against Waikato last week. So 34 points to nil. Remember, games coming up tomorrow too. In the both men's and women's competitions. Down in Dunedin for that game between Otago and Aoraki in the men's competition. There it is, kicking off at midday. From Forsyth Bar, and then at 1:30, Southland hosting Canterbury. Both of those in the Southern Conference. So those in the men's competition coming up tomorrow. So yeah,
I'll
live
be here
coverage
for that Whalers game.
Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be a fun game. Of course, tomorrow Canterbury host the Vulcans from Napunua and Christchurch as well. That one kicking off at 2 o'clock. That's in the women's competition. Live coverage of that game here as well. A double header coming up tomorrow from Dunedin and Christchurch. Here's Carleen Lesor. It's Joseph. It's Bakaya again. She had an excellent game. Back into the middle forwards for the last little bit. Nice hands from Lesor. He's got that offload in to remember. Carleen Lesor can't quite get it going this time. So Wellington get another opportunity. Sherry Burgess picks up the dregs.
Yeah, she was thinking about that offload. Defence very step back, as they have been on the second half. At that time, able to come back with the ball.
Well, here's arguably been one of Wellington's better players today. The Wanga Tambe. Charge into the line from Leota is good. It's a good carry. Next up is the winger, Uraamo Taiaki. Wellington got a couple of minutes here. This might be their last chance in the game to get something from it. Here's Omeri. Offload is good. Little knock on though with the grab there from Uraamo Taiaki.
Yeah, they were ticking over well. I don't know if they needed that offload. They had a nice little platform, options both sides. And the story of the day for Wellington though. A minute and a half left. I'm not sure if they'll get the ball back again.
Well, County's certainly drawing our, sending another message, are they, to all the teams in this comp. The team to beat. See if the Vulcans and the Akarana Falcons have got something to say there about. Of course, Counties haven't played either of those two teams yet. And those two Auckland battles to come are going to be really interesting for them.
Yeah, you just don't know what to expect. Such different teams from last year. Always seems to be a bit of a shake-up when it comes Premiership time, National Premiership time.
Joseph. Pakaya. Lovely hands from Anase. Moon. Leonga. Leonga the pace. Moon. Oh, scrambling D is good from Wellington, but that was a lovely attack from Counties. Still a tackle left in this set. Righty. This is great play from Counties. Pakaya with a big pass. All linking up with Walker. And a wonderful try. That was probably the best try of the game as Bobby Walker gets a 4-pointer. Excellent all-round rugby league played to earn another 4 points.
Yeah, great set from Counties. I mean, so impressed with that right edge. Dana Moon, Leonga linking up well. Puts the winger back in space. Supporting back on the inside. And done well not to push an extra pass. Just take the tackle. Then let the left edge take over.
How about that pass from Pakaya?
Yeah, beautiful ball. Bobby Walker. It's a close case for Counties.
Exactly. The decision is unanimous. As Walker gets that 4 points. So only interest now is Masters, maybe that leg injury has come to him. But Pakaya, who used to be a prop and has been playing in the halves in this game. Talia Crystal Lauder having a chat. She rates Frisia Pakaya very highly.
Does she rate her goal kicking?
Let's see. Well, she got one last week. Wynn's going to take that one away. So score remained 38 points to 0. Still a great job by Counties, particularly in the second half. They only led 4-0 at half-time, but have romped home in a very impressive second half performance to thump Wellington by 38 points to 0 here in Papakura.
Yeah, plenty to like. I can't wait to watch these next few games over the coming weeks. Got some real key matchups. But plenty to like about this County side. It'd be interesting to see who they go with next game out. I know there was a few bodies unavailable today.
Yeah, whatever lineup Crystal Rota, the coach, goes with, there's going to be some unlucky players who are going to miss out. So Counties 38 points to 0. Tries in the game. Well, Liunga got one in the first half. She got the only try in the first half. As we go through them now for you. It was a good start from Counties. The attack down the left was good. And there's Bakaya in the thick of it again.
Yeah, so this was to start the game. First try, you can see the conditions still very, very wet. Telling of all the errors in the first half. But despite the conditions, Liunga finished that one off, sliding in the right corner.
Well, as it turned out, that was the only points in the first half. As Counties took a 4-0 lead, but boy, they executed in the second half. This one here wasn't so much great execution. Well, the kick was great, but unfortunately, that right there couldn't have been any easier for Toya.
Yeah, well, they certainly started to ask some questions. This was the answer they were looking for. And so after this, I think they had to target a real crosshair on both these wingers for Wellington.
Then Lesaur created this one with this offload. Very nice linking play from Masters here. Good short ball to Moon, who did the rest.
Yeah, this was after a little lull in the scoring. I think 10 minutes of arm wrestle, bit of grind, bit of resilience from Wellington, but after this try, things really started to open up for Counties.
Well, that was converted by Masters, so Counties all of a sudden lead 16-0. It was soon to be 20. As the veteran Delai Lomaloma got over for this one.
Yeah, again, bombs up on that winger. Great chase from Counties.
Plenty of space for Wati Delai Lomaloma to go over. Again, the kicking game, that high kicking game, bearing fruit there for Counties.
Yeah, played to the conditions very well. Really used that wind when it got behind them.
Did indeed. Now, Manasseh, this was probably the best try in terms of pure finishing, Ants. What do you reckon?
Yeah, individual brilliance here. Look at that. One attacker beats 1, 2, 3.
Somehow she planted that down. She's got the selfie stick out to slam it home. There it goes.
Pretty as a picture.
Moon got her second. Nice execution from a scrum here. And again, Masters were willing to mention the power running of Dana Moon to the fore.
Yeah, I like the shape. They start very, very tight and just angle their run. Keeps the Wellington defence very tight too. But when you got the speed, you turn it on, burnt them on the outside.
And we had, in the midst of all this, we had a masterclass of goal kicking too from Platinum Masters. She's finished with 5 from 6 in the game. And here's the try at the end here again. Beautiful execution. Check this pass out from Pakaya. And Walker with an unobstructed run through to score her try and complete the proceedings. 38 points to 0. So a tough day for Wellington it was. Despite a plucky first half, let's go down to Fred de Jong.
Acacia. Obviously a difficult second half when the game got away from you, but you must be very pleased with the way the first half went and you kept it really close.
Yeah, I think the first half was the conditions didn't help either side. A lot of mistakes. Yeah, we just didn't seem to hold the ball very good in that first half, so yeah.
I think exactly right. There were a lot of mistakes from both teams in that first half, wasn't it? What was the message at half time?
Oh, it's just to go out there and fix our errors and handling errors. Obviously, attitude and how we come back at half-time to try and fix that. But credit to the Counties ladies, it was a good performance in that second half. So, yeah, we'll go back and we'll work on it and we'll see what we can improve on for next week.
It's a very competitive competition, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. We've got some big girls, yeah, some really skillful players too. But yeah, it's really good to be able to play against them and with them as well, so yeah.
Yeah, well, it was a good game to watch. So, second half was a good game to watch after the errors cleaned up a bit. But yeah, thanks very much, and good luck for next week.
Awesome, thank you.
Thanks.
Well, plenty for that Wellington Orcas team and Daniel McEwen, the coach, to work on. But some good honesty, I think, from their two players there, their two co-captains.
Yeah, I think they knew, both the Acacias, they knew they didn't take their opportunities in the first half, and that was always going to come back and bite them in the second.
Well, let's get some after-match reaction now from the Counties team. It will be all smiles. Let's hear from Taylor Osborne with Fred.
Well, Frisia, congratulations on a 2 from 2 on the back of a very, very strong second half.
Yeah, I feel like at halftime we knuckled down. We know we made a lot of errors, just handling errors at the first half. And yeah, coach called us and told us at halftime to fix that up. And we did that, got to completing our sets, and yeah, came away with the win.
Yeah, what was Chris? I heard her giving you some pretty pointed advice there at halftime.
She just told us to fix our errors on attack. Our defense was still good, considering we made all those errors. We kept them out in that first half, which was pretty good considering it was a bad half for us. But yeah, she just told us to knuckle down on our errors and yeah, complete our sets.
It must have been pleasing to keep them scoreless.
Oh, it was great. Yeah, big ups to the girls, just heaps of comms across the board, and yeah, we got it done.
Well, like I say, 2 from 2, good start to the competition. Team's travelling well.
Yeah, it is. Thank you.
And all the best for next week.
Cool, thank you.
Nice job, Frisia Pakai. Some fact there. She had an excellent all-round game. Really good, skillful player.
She did. She made a great point there. They didn't make a lot of errors, but they also defended every single error. Finished with a 0 on the scoreboard. Can't be happier than that.
So there we are. Wonderful win there for Counties Manukau, who were far too strong for Wellington in that game, as it turned out, by 38 points to 0. Thanks for watching both games. Earlier today, of course, we saw the Counties Manukau Stingrays win the men's game 2 over the Auckland Vulcans in a competitive match. So well done to both Stingray lineups. They roll on in 2025 into our national premiership matches. We will get more games for you tomorrow. We look forward to bringing you the coverage then. Mā te wā.